Hello everyone, time for one more video then, and this might be the last one I do before your paper 3 exam, or in other words, your last exam of geography this year. So, if you're in year 10 watching this, don't worry, all these videos will still be good for you. I'll be doing some more through the summer. If you want to do A-level, don't get ahead of yourself, but I'll be doing some more A-level videos starting this August for those of you doing A-level next year. And obviously in future years too. But this video here is technically, I suppose, the last video of the GCSE series, certainly for this academic year. Now, you've worked so hard. I haven't even heard how paper 2 was yet, so please do let me know in the comments how that exam went. I haven't got access to see it just yet, so your comments will be absolutely invaluable to me. But paper 3, now you've done the hard bit. Paper 1 and paper 2 are much harder than paper 3. It's just a fact. Now for paper 3, there's 2 things you have to revise and learn about. And you've done them all in lessons. Now, an anonymous source told me that you might not have all your books in the right place, and some books may still be left at school. That can't happen, guys. Go and get those books that are in that classroom. We put them together for a reason for you. That being said, don't worry if you can't find it. This video will tell you exactly what you need to revise. So, for paper 3, I would start by revising both of your field works. Now, one of them was a trip I did with you back over a year ago. Epping Forest. That is your physical field trip. And we looked at the river, how it changes. And your aim was to basically establish, how the discharge and attributes of a river change downstream. Did it get wider, deeper? And we found that it did. Now, the other trip, the human fieldwork trip, you also have to revise, because you'll be asked a question on one of these. You'll be asked questions on all sorts, but there'll be a 6 marker at the very least on one of your field works, and it might specify human and physical. So physical is Epping Forest. Human is the one you went to without me, unfortunately, the Docklands. So when you go to the Docklands and you have all those notes from the sampling, the surveys, don't worry, I have done the trip before. That is your human fieldwork inquiry. Basically, has the regeneration been a success or not of the area? So revise those. And when I say revise, again, flashcards, mind maps, past paper questions are always very useful. You need to make sure you know where you went, when you went, and what did you do? What did you do beforehand? So maybe risk, maybe preparation stuff, equipment. And what do you do after? Now, you'll be expected to know all that stuff in terms of your results, what have you, as well, for both field trips. Also memorize to the word your human and physical fieldwork inquiry, your fieldwork aim, because that will help you know it, trust me. And sometimes you can lose marks just for not knowing them. Now, in terms of fieldwork, human and physical trips shouldn't take you too long to revise. After all, you have done both trips. The first one, Epping Forest, might require a bit of revision because it was over a year ago. But I'm sure you've been revising anyway. In terms of other things you can do, absolutely essentially, you need to be revising the other thing in this exam. When I say other thing, I mean your fieldwork booklet. Okay, now I haven't even seen this year's. I'm not teaching this year. Apart from doing videos for you guys, I'm not in a classroom. So, I don't know what the booklet's on, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if it would be on rivers or population. It's the same. You have to revise it. You have to know that booklet as best as possible. If you're an actor like Leonardo DiCaprio, if you're a singer like Sabrina Carpenter, you know the lyrics to your songs. You know the lyrics, you know the words to your lines in the film. The better you know this booklet, the better you'll do in this exam. It's simple as that. If you know not every single word off by heart, you don't need to. The exam is going to give you a fresh copy of the booklet. but you really need to know like where certain things are, what the overall positive, negative, pluses, cons, comments, sections of this booklet are. Your booklets that you have right now that Miss gave you in class have to be like scribbled on all over. All notes, all attachments, all circled, all lines, all highlighting. That will help you do better in this exam, trust me. So know about that. And the last thing I'll say in terms of revising is you need to revise not just how you did your field work, but how someone should do theirs. A lot of questions that you'll get asked will say, Mary Jane went to a fieldwork trip in Carlisle. Here's her results. What should she have done differently? So that will involve you knowing about hypothesis. That will involve you knowing about technology, involving equipment that you should use on both human and physical trips. And it will definitely involve you having a calculator on you. You need to take in rulers, pencils, calculators to this exam. There will normally be a question that says complete the graph. There will normally be a question that says calculate their average to 2 decimal places. So that's why you need a calculator. It also means you need to read the question carefully in terms of what that might mean, and also if it's 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, who knows. Keywords wise, I've put a few in here for you. Now again, for the sake of time and not to overwhelm you, here's some keywords you could do with knowing for the exam coming up. Obviously this is done without me seeing the booklet, but sustainability, climate change, basic geography key terms that you've revised and studied already for other exams. That's why this one is easier than the hard bit. Yes, it's fieldwork, yes, it's a booklet, but a lot of the skills and stuff are transferable. Ecosystem services, biodiversity, obviously these are your physical field trips now, conservation, resource management, water scarcity, food security, they come into paper 2 more so, but they could easily come up in paper 3 in your booklet if that's the way it goes. Again, key terms, urbanisation, globalisation, development, poverty, it's more generic key terms. This one here, risk assessment, really important. What is a risk assessment? Well, you do it before you go to a trip to see how serious the dangers are. Likelihood versus severity. Know the difference. Hazard mitigation, so what you're doing to prevent these hazards from being dangerous, what you're doing to reduce the impact of them. Adaptation, resilience, governance, stakeholder. So you can see on there, I'll leave them there so you can pause for a second, all different types of keyword. And the only thing I can say to you now, guys, is best of luck. Revise as much as you can and just try your absolute hardest. 3 top tips last minute: be prepared, have all the right equipment. Number 2 is read the questions carefully. And number 3 is try your hardest. Any questions, let me know. And smash it. I'm really proud of you all. Take care.